Hello, and welcome to Ivan's New York City Real Estate. Today what I want to talk about is recent sales that took place in Manhattan along the area of Clinton in Manhattan. That's considered anywhere from about 12th Avenue to 8th Avenue, from West 42nd Street to about West 59th Street. Okay, so what I want to really get to is condos that were sold in the area of the month of June 2018. So some of them I'm just going to shoot off the top, and they're going to be 446 West 47th Street. That apartment unit was 4F. It's a studio unit, and what I want to note about it is that the original listing price of that unit was $499, and the actual sold price was $527,500. So the other thing I want to note about is that it took about approximately 10 weeks to get it sold. So that's always something good. Then we're going to go into a building called 416 West 52nd Street. Now, the thing about that building is that was a conversion that was done. And basically, Unit 417, which was a one-bedroom, 827 square feet, the sold price was $1,361,400. Now, here listing in our database that we use over here in our office is saying that it was 77 weeks on the market, but we're going to get into about that building in a minute. They also had another unit in that building which was 621, and that was another one bedroom that was sold at $1,152,659, excuse me, and it was 44 weeks on the market, it's stating. Also, there was another unit, 602. That unit, which was another one bedroom, but that was 721 square feet, so that's not a very bad size. Now, that unit sold for $1,318,634. That was the final price. And okay, so we also have unit 414 in that building of 416 West 42nd Street. Now, that unit was a two-bedroom, and that square footage was 1,093 square feet. Very nice. And the sold price of that was $1,860,000. Now, for some reason, they're putting it here as 7 weeks it took to sell. So I'm not too sure why, but I'm thinking that basically has to do how long it was listed on the online residential database. So I just want to note up here about 416 West 52nd Street. So, because I'm going to go back to that building. Another building that I love to deal with is 350 West 50th Street, a very simple condo building. And 350 West 50th, Unit 24H, which was a one-bedroom, sold at $854,000. And the thing about it is that it took 45 weeks on the market. So it was 45 weeks that it was on OLR, and the thing about it was the original asking price for that unit was $959,000. I'm also going to get back to that unit as well, because I just want to talk a little bit like how the pricing went. And so to me it just seems like whatever agent listed that property, they were just going by whatever the owner wanted. And one thing you have to realize in this business is that agents and sellers do not make the market. The people who make the market are the buyers and the banks. Again, buyers are the ones, if they're going to pay all cash, they're the ones who have the money and say, well, I don't see the value in it. And banks are going to go by based on what has recently sold within about the past 6 months around the area or in that particular building. So that also kind of tells you what banks are going to be willing to lend at. So I'm going to get back into 350 West 50th Street. I'm going to get back into it. I'm just going to list as to how the prices went from asking to lower and so on. Now, let's see. We also have 393 West 49th Street. Okay. Now, what's impressive about that unit is 4Y. It's a one-bedroom, and it's sold for $700,000. The asking price on that unit was $700,000. So, whoever marketed that unit, congratulations, you did great on pricing that unit correctly. Price per square foot. Let's see. We also have 301 West 53rd Street. Now, that took 54 weeks on the market. And I also have that I want to list about that one. That was also another conversion building. It was a convertible 3 at 1,093 square feet. The final sold price, is $1,741,828. It did take 54 weeks onto the market, but again, that was a conversion. Let's see what else. Oh, let's go into 635 West 42nd Street, the Atelier building. Now, unit 21K, which is a 1-bedroom, sold at $860,000. Now, the original asking price was $925,000 for that unit, but obviously nobody saw the value in that, and the final sale price was $860,000 for that unit. And it did take about 17 weeks, so I guess they were kind of close to what the market was going for on that unit in that building. Let's see, what else do we have? Okay, so let's go into 350 West 42nd Street. Now, the unit 5L, which is a 2-bedroom, the final sale price of that unit was $1,200,000. The thing about that was their asking price for that unit was $1,220,000 was the asking, and they actually sold for $1.2 million, and they only took 9 weeks. So again, here we have another agent who probably listed it at a great price per square foot, and got it sold rather quickly, which is good. Congratulations. Another property I want to talk about is 500 West 43rd Street. Now, the unit 6G, that unit sold for $940,000. The asking price for that unit was $925,000. Now, this building is a little bit older and it's not as modern as other buildings, but as you can see, it sold in 13 weeks. So again, this was another correct asking price on price per square foot for that unit, and the square footage for that unit was 675, and making it sold at $1,392 per square foot. So that is a very good asking price for it, if you had to ask me, because again, it was sold. So another unit, again, here we go. We have another Atelier unit that was sold in the month of June, which was 635 West 42nd Street, unit 44B. That's another 2-bedroom, and the square footage on that was 1,070. Now, the final sale price on that unit was $1,700,000 with an asking price of $1,799,000. So it did take about 37 weeks that it was on OLR, and the price per square foot on the final sale was $1,588. We also have 516 West 47. That was unit N-5G, a 2-bedroom. Final sale price $1,130,000. 15 weeks on the market, and here we have another unit that was very close to final sale price. Their asking price actually was $1,288,888. I don't know if maybe all the 8s they thought it would have been lucky, but not too bad, considering it only took about 15 weeks in this market. And again, so the final sale price of that unit, price per square foot, is $1,239 per square foot. So this is giving you an idea of what's happening out there in the market. A lot of units that are asking prices are coming down. Maybe not by a lot, but they still are coming down, and agents are getting better and listing the correct price per square foot. So one final unit I'm going to talk about is 502 9th Avenue, Unit 4D, which is a 1-bedroom. And that one sold for $747,000 with an asking price of $750,000. It was 8 weeks on the market. So, you know what? Congratulations to whoever sold that. And I have to say that the price per square foot on the final sale was $1,358. So now, going back to some of these units, I don't know if you can see it too well, 416 West 52nd Street, it was a new development, well, really a conversion, but they consider it kind of like a new development. It started in 2016. That building has 155 units in it. So, again, when new developments or conversions happen, they do take a little bit longer to sell, being that you have finishes that you have to do, and you know, when you're changing everything, you want to give, you know, the best impression you possibly can on these units, Totally understandable. There's a lot of money that's getting invested into it. And as time goes on, price on metal is going up, as we're seeing now in the market. You know, anybody who watches Bloomberg or anything, or if you go to Home Depot, you'll see, or Lowe's, you're going to see that prices on pipe and so on. So new development is going to always be a little bit more expensive. Now going for the unit 350 West 50th Street, which was 24H, let me give you a bit of the breakdown. So the original asking, which was 8/2017, was 959,000 was the original asking. Okay, then they went down in price in October of 2017/17, excuse me. They went down to an asking price of 910,000 was then the new asking price. Afterwards, they decided to drop the price down again in December. Now, mind you, once you get towards the holidays, November and December of those months, the selling season really slows down because you have a lot of the holidays. You have Thanksgiving, you know, and all the other holidays that happen throughout December, Christmas and so on. So in December of 17, the asking price was 899,000. Now, again, as you can see, the price keeps coming down, and there are a lot of units throughout Manhattan that this is happening to. And then they went down again in 2018 of March. March 2018, they went down to an asking price of 875,000 was the asking price, which must have been the magical price because eventually they did get it sold. Now they did sell it, as I said, for 854,000. So even at 875, they still went down to 854,000 to get it sold. So this just to give you an overall ideas what's going on out there in the Manhattan market. Also in Brooklyn too. Some things are coming down too, but I'll get down to stuff about that in another video. Now, again, I also wanted to talk about 301 West 53rd Street. It was converted to a condominium in 2015, and that that building did have 253 units. So when you're doing a conversion, again, you have that many units. You can only work as fast as the many of employees you have working on it, contractors, plumbers, electricians, and so on. So again, I can see why some of these buildings that are conversions would take a little bit longer. So as for the month of June, I do have a list here of approximately 20 units that did sell in the month of June. And I didn't go through all of them, of course, because I don't think anybody's going to stay on the video that long to listen to each and every one of these condos that sold in the Clinton area of Manhattan in the month of June. But what I do want to leave you now with, if you have any questions about a property you may own in the Clinton area and you're wondering what the value is or what the selling price per square foot for your unit is, you can hit me up. You can reach out to me. I have my email listed there, and I have a phone number that is going to be listed there in my contact information. Also, if you're thinking about purchasing a condo unit in the Manhattan area, in the Clinton area, please feel free to ask. If you have a question about maybe in your building about certain units, you could also write in the comments below what it sold for, or because you heard that maybe one of your neighbors sold a unit and you want to know, and maybe you want to list your property for sale. For whatever reason it is, please feel free to comment below. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, which is Ivan New York City Real Estate, please subscribe. If you like the information I gave you, please give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it, and I look forward to answering any and every question you folks may have out there. Again, my name is Ivan Pintor. I'm with Charles Ruttenberg. We're located at 641 Lexington Avenue on the 22nd floor. Thank you very much, and I look forward to helping you.